channel, Your Best Life with Asia. My name is Asia Balaji, and here we talk faith, we talk family, we talk fitness, we talk leadership, we talk about Jesus. And today our content is for stay-at-home moms, God's domestic queens. And I actually gave this particular talk at a certain event, but it was very in-house, so I was not allowed to take the video, share the video. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it for my YouTube community. Okay, basically the name of that teaching was how to be professional at home. And usually when you think of professional, you don't think of it at home. In fact, you can be very professional out there, but once you just enter your house, you have just changed the whole game. But I want us to, as moms, as stay-at-home moms, as God's domestic queens, to start to think of our homes and the work we do within our home as professionals. Professionalism is not what we do out there, it's actually a mindset that you carry to everywhere that you are. When you're a professional, just think of one professional that you know. I like to use air hostesses because I truly do love them. You see the way they are, you see the way they dress up, you see the way they do everything with excellence, you see the way they talk to you with respect, you see the way they solve problems. They're not trying to pass the buck. Once there's a problem in flight, they solve it. You see how they try to make your life comfortable, how they provide excellence and the highest kind of value to you, so that on your journey to wherever you're going to, you actually enjoy the very best from them. That's the mindset I want us to bring into everything that we do at home. Taking care of your children, doing domestic work, doing homework, anything that you do within the home, it needs you to have professionalism added to it, which really speaks to me about excellence. So I want to pick out for professional professions that you can just pick out one thing or two from them. So number one, become a professional executive assistant. I love this one. It's my favorite. What does an executive assistant do? Think about it. Think of someone who is an EA to a very important person. Maybe your pastor, or maybe your boss at work, and your boss is really, really big and has this many things to manage. You know how the PA or the EA is very important. She takes care of, or he takes care of the scheduling, of the meetings, of the conferences, of the emails. So your boss, her boss, or his boss always looks good. You know, you will call and they'll say, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. So and so cannot take a call now. And you don't think, oh, why are they posing? You know that, yes, this is just how professionalism looks like. It's the same way too that for your own life, just the same way that the EA has all the spreadsheets and uses a diary and planner and calendar, you do it for your own self too. What's that? You become your own executive assistant. You plan everything. There are times when you don't take calls. There are times when you're just busy working and you're focusing. I mean, that's what an EA will do. You can't just bump into the office at any time. No. They're like, no, I'm sorry, he doesn't take visitors before 12. That's what you say to yourself. I don't take visitors before 12. I don't check my phone before 9 a.m. I sleep at a certain time so I can have enough rest and then be ready to face my day. I schedule. When am I going to do laundry? When am I going to do dishes? When am I going to clean the house, clean the toilet? If you have to do things like that, you schedule it. If a professional executive assistant does not schedule the boss's calendar very well, guess what? The boss is going to have clashing appointments, he will miss appointments, he will not do things well. That's why you need that professionalism in an assistant, and that's what I want you to be. Since you're not exactly hiring an assistant, if you can hire, hey, go on, hire. But if you can't, become your own executive assistant and insist on having a structure to your life. Plan. Put your priorities on schedule and do them. Don't just live anyhow. You don't have a plan for the day. Which executive assistant doesn't have a plan for their boss? Sometimes the bosses will even say, am I free on so and so day? They're like, no sir, you're not free. Or no man, you're not free. Come, be like that. Be professional about what you do at home. When someone says, are you free to come so and so, you look at your schedule like, hey, but let me check my schedule. Oh, I'm actually not free. What are you doing? Oh, I've already planned for things to do within the home. You don't have to give them details. You're not free. Simple. So that's number one, the professional executive assistant. Number two, I want you to become a professional chef. And this is my favorite. So there was this French soldier, I think he's Jeff S. I don't remember his name. I'm going to put it down here. And he was a soldier who transitioned into becoming a chef. And you know how soldiers have routines and plans and all the structures, and it's like, you know what, I'm going to bring all of that into the chef world. So he introduced this thing called Mise, meaning everything in its place. You see it a lot if you have YouTube, if you follow some YouTube people that cook, you would see it when you prepare everything you need for the food before you start to cook. That's what professional chefs do. There's no professional chef that's really good at their job, that's going to that level of working with kings like this chef guy. They prepare everything, so it's not like you're already frying the onions and you realize that, oh, I don't have pepper, or the tomato is still in the freezer, and all of that. No, the chef puts everything in place before they start in the kitchen. But I want you to take that concept out of the kitchen and then use it for your life before you start any day at all. Plan it the previous day. You have to plan it. Plan it out on paper. Let it be clear. If there are things you can do, please do them. For example, if I'm cooking yam the next day, I'm cooking so many other things for breakfast, this, that, and yam is one of it. I could cut the yam the night before. I could cut the potato especially the night before. So it makes my work seamless. I pack my kids' lunch boxes. Apart from things that are perishables, I pack it, I prepare. My kids bring out their clothes. We get things ready for the day, so that when we rise up in the day, there's already momentum, we're already moving, there's already forward motion. As opposed to waking up and thinking, what will I do? Then I realize that, oh, this person's socks is not even available. This person's this. You just waste your time, you waste your cognitive fuel, and it makes you kind of disorganized for the day start. So don't just jump into a day without a plan. Become a professional chef. Mise N+, put everything in its place. Okay, so number 3, I want you to become a professional researcher. This one is so beautiful because when you see pictures of researchers, you see how intentional they are. You see how focused they are on the work. You see how they spend time researching and researching just to get a better perspective. They spend a lot of time. Even when they fail, researchers don't say, oh, we failed. No, they keep going. They spend decades on a project. So all these things that we just read casual and say, researchers at Yale University have agreed that chronic stress has become my sisters, these people worked hard for it. Recently there's this report that came out to the joy of a lot of women that men can now have contraceptives. So they have been testing on monkeys for decades, and it's just in 2022 that they're saying, okay, let's test it on humans so we can start to administer it to men. Researchers put in the work and they don't quit. That's the mindset I want you to have concerning the work you do at home. You will do research. You will ask questions. Researchers ask a lot of questions. Researchers gather data. There's nothing that they consider failure. Failure is data to them. It's the same way too that when you try something and it doesn't work, it becomes data to you. You don't say, oh, this thing is not working, this thing is not. No, you can't even speak that way because you're no longer conditioned that way. You're conditioned to find solutions to everything. So your child is behaving this way, there's something happening with your domestic health, or there's something happening within your home anywhere. You can train yourself to find solutions. And the researcher is also not distracted. I mean, just imagine all these researchers, like 7 of them in a hall, and trying to do something with a rat and all. Imagine someone's phone ringing and like, my phone is ringing, please hold on, let me take it. No, a researcher is focused on her work. Focused on her work. I want you to be focused on the work that you do at home because it really does matter. And the final thing I want you to become is a professional billionaire. Now, think of people like Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, people like that, Richard Branson. I know you're thinking, oh, they are billionaires, yes, they have money, but what again do they have in common? These people enjoy themselves. Yes, their leisure is very expensive. It's not just high quality, it's high money. It's high money. Very expensive leisures, but they do it. They plan ahead for it, and they go out, they take time off. Non-negotiable. The weight of the world can be on their shoulders. They might be saying things about Amazon. They might be doing, but they will go on their vacation and enjoy themselves. Enjoy themselves well. So please schedule downtime. Schedule time for rest and for naps and just for sleep, and then for going to see your friends without the children, and then for hanging out with this person, going out to eat. You must schedule the things that bring your soul a lot of joy. Whether it's going to the salon to get your nails done, whatever thing you need to do, you must start to take care of yourself. Professional billionaires have these huge conglomerates that they're dealing with, but they take care of themselves. In fact, I love what Bill Gates does. 2 weeks in a year, he just goes off to where nobody knows, just this private place, and he just reads. He reads and he thinks. He doesn't make decisions, he just thinks. And I love things like that, where you can just Focus on something. So it's similar to you schedule when you want to read, you schedule time you want to go out. If you can afford to travel, please travel. If you cannot, you can take walks. If you can afford to take a weekend away or a staycation, just a night away, do it. Do something amazing for yourself. Well, become a professional billionaire with a mindset of rest, the mindset of soul care, the mindset of taking care of this body so that the body continues to serve you. So let's recap. 4 professionals that we have to copy and do something about them. Become a professional executive assistant. Plan your life in detail. Have a plan. Schedule those priorities. Number 2, become a professional chef. Mise and plus. Put everything in its place even before you start the day, as much as you can put, of course, in its place. Become a professional researcher. Research for your life, collect data, read books. If you make mistakes, don't see yourself as a failure. Just keep going in the name of Jesus. And finally, become a professional billionaire. Take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Don't just take care of everyone and neglect yourself. No. You're a wonderful soul who also needs to be taken care of. So I'll see you in my next video. Which of them, if you're a mom, are you going to be applying right now? Like, no, I need to do this. I need to start this. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. God bless you.